Hi, I'm Geraldine Coopersmith from The Best Me Ever. A lot of times we work out, and we don't stretch, and that is really not a good scenario because over time, the good news is that working out works our muscles, but the bad news is that it can make them very tight and it can cause pain and dysfunction and limit your progress. So you want to make sure that you're doing stretching. There's lots of different ways to do stretching. One that's been around forever and is very safe is static stretching. And one of the places we really tend to be tight is a hip flexor. So this is one of the easiest and most important stretches I think you can do. You can actually use something to help. You could just put your hand here, but it helps sometimes just use a stick or a pole and press down, because then you're also getting your core involved in the exercise while you do the stretch, and really thinking about squeezing your butt, because that's going to help open up this hip flexor, and pressing down to the stick, and you're going to feel this incredible, especially if you're tight here like I am, you're going to feel this incredible stretch and release. And give it 15, 30 seconds, a minute. There's a lot of research that suggests that 2 minutes total of a stretch will actually give you benefit if you're doing it over time. So it doesn't matter, this research suggests that if you do it 15, 15, 15, 15, or you're doing it 2 minutes at once, 2 minutes at once might be a long time, but think of that. You want to build up to trying to get 2 minutes in of a particular stretch on an area that you're tight. Another area that people really tend to be tight in is the hamstring. And the hamstring is a tough area to stretch. You really want to, I like using a tube or band or something like that to help. Bending one knee and putting that foot flat on the floor, and then taking whatever you have, stretch rope or tubing, and taking it into your chest by just looping that band at the bottom of the foot and pulling in and really feeling the stretch. You want to feel it in the belly of the muscle. You don't want to feel it in the tendons. Just feel like a nice release in here. And again, we're working up to 15, 30, ideally 2 minutes a day if you can. And again, it doesn't have to be all at once. Another area that's useful to stretch is the quadricep. You'll get some of that in that hip flexor stretch, but you can get a little more by doing this side-lying stretch where you bend the bottom knee, you bring the heel into the butt, and then again, press your pelvis forward. That's going to squeeze your butt, and that's going to help release your quad. When one side of your joint is contracting, the other side has to release. So that's a good trick. If you ever want to stretch one side, think about what you would have to do to contract the opposite side, and you'll usually get a more effective stretch doing that. So those are 3 easy stretches. Again, static stretching, it really can be a very nice complement to your program. It works well at the end of a program when you're nice and warm. It can cool you down too. It activates that parasympathetic nervous system, so you really start to relax and unwind. Think about adding it to your program, and for more information, check us out at thebestmeever.com.